Hi, I'm Laura Gellington, CEO of ABC Medical Center. I'm here today to discuss our EHR system, and I'm sure you've all heard about it and what that means to you and what it means to us as a company. Uh, so, this will be an electronic health record where patients have access to their health information as well as us and outside people if they sign a medical release form, of course. Um, this is all done electronically. So, what it looks like to the patient is that they'd be registering just like if they would register for a website or something to that sort. They would do it from their home, their mobile device, or they could do it from on bus. They can register anywhere that you could register anywhere else, pretty much. This registration entails questions about lifestyles and stuff like that. It's pretty self-explanatory once they start registering, and it takes them step by step on what they're doing and what what the next process is. And the next process would be to schedule an appointment. And that scheduling of appointments would be you could either call in like normal or you could do it online. And online would be where they get a drop down box and it would tell them what kind of appointment they're looking for, like a physical or a chronic assessment or just a quick acute problems such as a URI or a UTI. They can pick those times and they can schedule their own appointment and they can look at their own schedule at the same time. So it's really intuitive of how it works together electronically. Um, the eligibility check is done through our client. Their interface is linked up to Epic, and we are able to pull their employees that way and see whether or not they're eligible for services at the clinic. And the way they meet those eligibility requirements is they have to have their insurance and they have to be employed by the client, and that is all done electronically. So we're intertwined in that way, and it is such an easy flow and process that it's all pretty much done in real time. All of this is in real time. It's great. Um, Next is patient check-in. So when they come into the clinic, they're going to get on the kiosk, and the kiosk is up at the front desk. And this kiosk entails some more questions, but after you can reassure them after the first time, after they put all their information in, it won't be as tedious as it is the first time that they're checking in. And when they check in, they're going to put in their past medical history, surgical history, and problem list, allergies, and possibly their pharmacy, um, medication lists, anything they didn't do at registration. This will trigger them to do it at this point. And like I said, it'll be in real time, so the medical assistant could be prepping the chart at the time, or even in the future for the next appointment so that they can know what the medication list if the patient has put all this information in during registration. So it's really nice if they do all this before they come into the clinic. So we encourage that they fill out all this information during registration, and then it won't be so time sensitive at the time of the appointment in case they show up on time. We all know how that is. If they show up on time, it takes time away from the actual appointment. So the next step after patient check-in is to do a clinical encounter. And the clinical encounter starts the charging process where the doctor meets the patient and um, has the actual appointment. So the provider will choose from the chief complaint a template. Well, the template will automatically generate from when the nurse or the medical assistant has gone in with the patient to do their vitals and all of that information. It will generate a template from the chief complaint. It also, at the time when the nurse is with the patient, they will do vitals and put the chief complaint in. Also, put any medical history that wasn't obtained through the check-in process and registration. And they will review all these systems, just as if you had a paper chart in front of them. You'll review all of these categories just as you were doing it on paper. You're doing them electronically, so it's all in real time. So the doctor can be seeing what's going on in the other room when you're putting all this information in, and they already know what they're going to be seeing this patient for because of the chief complaint. And they can start working on the chart. The nurse can also reorder medications, and that reordering can all done be electronic. The doctor can sign off on them before they even see the patient, because all of this is in real time. It takes the time restraint on the physician away. It kind of adds more time to them because they can do it at the same time. Um, so when the appointment is completely done, there is a patient checkout, and the patient checkout just, they check out at the front desk, they make any additional appointments. But like I said, it's all in real time, and so once the provider has left the room and ordered the prescription, it's all at the pharmacy in a matter of minutes. And so it takes it takes all the restrictions of time away and puts it in real time. Um, so on the provider end of it, it helps the provider charge for the current office visit. Like a standard visit is like $79. Well, it calculates this for you, and once the provider clicks on that, it'll generate a charge entry, and those charge entries are all preset expenses that you can accumulate to come up with a bill. And those charge entries are for like immunizations, um, medications dispensed, anything that was additional to their actual office visit. Um, the claim and bill will then be generated all electronically, and then it will be the claim bill submission would be then generated to the insurance company electronically as well, instead of electronically doing it at a downtime or whatever. It all be done in real time, so it's all processed immediately. There's no takebacks or anything like that. It's done immediate. It's not done at the end of the day. It's done immediately. It's also going to generate an EOB for the patient. The EOB is an explanation of benefits. It will tell the patient what was done, how it was done, and what was charged to their insurance. And payments and posting, that is going to generate a invoice for our corporate office, where we'll know what was charged for what, and it also gives us statistical information and stuff like that. And reporting is very important. It will tell us stuff for like Medicare, Medicaid, insurance companies, and it helps us do evidence-based medicine. It will help us give us statistical information based on what we see our patients for, um, and for how long, and what we did for them, and how we did it for them. So it's really a very integrated system that will improve our lives at the workplace. It will improve our interaction with the patient. It will give us more time um, to interact with them. It will make it more resourceful for outside providers. Outside providers will have access to any kind of diagnostic or lab information that we've done for them, our clinical notes. So it'll all be integrated into like a warehouse of information, and that warehouse will keep it until somebody accesses it. And if we're all in the same system, which a lot of us will be, like for example, Swedish and University of uh, UW Medicine, um, a couple other ones do it as well, as far as I know. And it'll all be integrated to where we all see each other's information. Like we can get on there now and see UW's information on patients, and we can interlink that and draw that into our system and have that in the patient chart and ready to go before we even see the patient. And this all starts at registration, and that's why registration is very important because we can get all of that information to us before we even see the patient. So we encourage the patient take the time at home or wherever they're at to register and get all that pertinent information so by the time we see them, we have all of that. And it will, like I said, it will make the appointment so much easier and the workflow so much easier that we have more time. It may not seem like we have more time, but we'll have more time. And I know we all want more time. Thank you very much and have a great day.